Guys, once you're on here, hit that thumbs up for us. Helps push the algorithm out. Leave a comment. The conversations we have over the next hour or so are guided by your guys' comments. We can talk about anything you want. That can be business, can be sewing, can be nylon tactical gear, lifestyle gear, homesteading, whatever you want to talk about. We can discuss all of that. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, X. I'm really on all the places. Me, we, locals, float, getter. I'm everywhere. A little bit different content goes up on Instagram. I communicate quite a bit, and I'm on a lot of groups on Facebook, so you might see me there also. We have over 5,000 videos, up almost 5,000 videos here on this YouTube channel. We're about to break 100,000 subscribers. And you guys ask the questions or make the statements, and we can discuss anything you want. Help push this out. Every time we do one of these videos, you will see people an hour in that are like, man, I saw you were live, but I couldn't get on there, or it didn't send me a notification. And when you guys do that, it tells YouTube, hey, I am interested in this, and it helps push it out to other people also. So thumbs up, number one. As you see right now, there's 56 of you on here and only 25 thumbs up. That means you're not doing your part. That is simply pushing the like button. It's free. It takes nothing to do it. What's up, guys? Eagle, what's up? I saw somebody on here said that they'd love to buy this, but it couldn't be shipped to Australia. I said, we ship to Australia all the time. Somebody said that last night. Byron, what's up? Battle Chemist, what's up? Kiri, how are you? Glenn, what's up? Hiram, what's going on? Yeah, your notifications are always working. Good, good. Ideas are cheap, execution is everything. That's right. That's right. That's the difference between fucking... Everybody has good ideas. Most people are just fucking the good idea fairy, right? Hey, I've got this thing I need you to do, and it's super easy, so it shouldn't. You shouldn't charge me much. Well, then why didn't you fucking do it if it's super easy? And when we have problems and we fall short and we have bad days, that's just trial. That's just fucking practice for the next time, man. That's just fucking warming up. That's all that is. Dab Shooter, what's up? Jose, what's up? Benjamin Brewer, what's going on? DJ Guzman, Corey Suttles, how are you? Frank the Tank, what's up? Off-Grid Ping, how are you? I think we've caught everyone. Fighting through nasty head cold. Hope you're good. We are good, Battle Chemist. I'm sure you know, with a name like Chemist, Q-Certain, you put that on board, and that helps you to absorb the zinc that you're going to take. The zinc doesn't absorb without the Q-Certain. There's other ionospheres also. I've also got this other stuff that I take. It's oregano oil, and it's you take 2 drops of it, but you have to dilute it in water. It'll literally burn the shit out of you. And I swear, I've been doing that stuff for the last couple of years, and I don't get sick. I'll get a little, like with extreme changes of weather and pollen and stuff, which I think is allergies, but I don't get sick. Detroit, what's up? D-Bert, what's going on? Robert, what's going on? Man, Mahooters, what's up? Grilly, what's up? How are we? Pierre, what's going on? Getting over a cold right now. That's poor genetics. Your parents should have drowned you when you were fucking born, but somehow they let you stay alive. $133 and 48 thumbs up. Look at that bullshit. Look at that bullshit. Yeah, the oregano oil's fucking, it's for real. This one especially. Let me show you this one. Like, we make oregano oil, but this is a tincture, alcohol based. We do an oil, and it's not as hot. But man, this just fucking works right here. This right here. I'm very buoyant. Yes, you are fucking buoyant. That's true. You got that thermal layer. We don't have to put a lot of jackets on you. Was telling my son I was getting the covert bag, showed it to him. He asked when he gets one, when he gets a fucking job. My reply was, you know how many 7-year-olds get a $300 mini pack? Give me a good hoodie and I'm toasty. That's right. If I give you a big enough hoodie, I can just crawl in there and you can carry me around like a kangaroo. Here's a good visual of the difference between the mini pack and the covert pack from the back. And that behind there is a day pack. So mini pack, covert bag, day pack. I think that shows you everything you need to know. Hit that thumbs up. You're outing yourself as a closet homosexual. That's right. Katanica hoodie's badass. I had it on yesterday. That was what I put on yesterday. I took it with us, actually, I should say. We ran around all day yesterday, and like even at night, I didn't wear it, and then I put it on because I had a lightweight hoodie on. I put it on over the last thing last night, last stop we made. No like button is a flaming gay, yeah. Shit is fluffy. Insulation doesn't work. Watching from Paris. What's up, man? We were in Paris last night on Court Square. Is the covert bag wide enough for a large mesh pocket? Yeah, it is. Yep. Why, if you're asking that, I assume you're running mesh pockets in something already. Why are you running larges? What are you putting in there that requires a large? What I find is I like to run 2 smalls any place I can instead of a large. Unless I have to have something that won't fit in the small. What I find is when I put a bunch of shit in the large, it all falls down anyways, and then I have to dig through it all. Is this some kind of bunker registered? No, we make all this stuff you see here. Nylon tactical gear. We do backpacks, vests, harnesses, belts, wallets, visor covers for like overland adventure, off-road stuff, tool bags. We make everything here in this shop right in the United States in small town USA. I hire, hardworking Americans, and everything comes in the door, raw goods. We cut them, we sew them, we assemble them, and then we ship them out the door at the ship station over there. Speaking of popcorn day, have you ever had popcorn popped in bacon grease? Yeah, actually I have. I certainly have, yeah. The only thing I have in the large is on my bifold tool carrier. It's my Milwaukee. Oh, M12. Yeah, that would fit in there perfectly. You're right, man. You're right. You're right. Doak Davis. Where are you located, man? Are you in the States? Are you out of the States? I would think I could put my M12 in a small pouch, man. Have you tried that? Maybe not. I've got a few of them. I'll try it. It's cold out here. We're supposed to be 48 degrees tomorrow, so all that ice should be melting off tomorrow. Kyle, Texas, right on. I was born in Beaumont, Texas. Chris Watkins, what's up, man? How are you? I have 2 I run in there, right on. San Marcos, Texas, operator, what's up, bud? I'm not familiar with where those places in Texas are. Are you closer to the border? Are you seeing any of that craziness? So all that white out there, that's all ice. It was snow, and then it warmed up. There's a chicken plucker there. There's another one back there. I forgot to bring that pressure washer in. I'll bet it's busted now. It's like 15 years old. I've been meaning to buy a new one anyways. Yeah, it's going to be a muddy-ass mess in my neck of the woods. Yeah, we got rain coming in a few days. Single M12 may fit, but I'll have to try it tomorrow at work. Right on. Jeremy to go slip and slide on it? I don't play games, man. I don't play games. If I break my fucking wrist right now, that's fucking thousands and thousands of dollars of revenue loss if I break my fucking self. It's fun to watch those videos, though, especially the ones where they fucking wreck themselves. Kyle, Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth. Oh, we got a buddy over there, Dallas, Fort Worth area. That's Jack Spearco, the Survival Podcast, is right outside Dallas, Fort Worth. South Austin. Supposed to rain tonight. Hell, it may already be. Yeah, we're supposed to have rain in a couple days. Several consecutive days of rain. Picked up that M18 compressor. I've got the 12 compressor. I just got it. I have not unboxed it yet. Your logic on small mesh pockets over large is the same reason why I ordered covert over day pack. Ed, I have both, right? If you have the covert pack and you need to put more in it, you cannot. You can always download the 3-day bag though. And I have, or the day pack, and I have day packs. I've got multicam black as well as woodland day packs ready to ship. Covert bags I do not have. We are going to start cutting quantities of covert bags tomorrow. M18 inflator has been one of my favorite tools. I don't have the 18. I've got the 12 right here. I think is that what I have, the 12? Yeah. And that sucker's small. That thing's small. How are the cats doing? Cats are fine, man. The outside cats, they have Rubbermaid totes that we cut holes in and put straw in them, and they're outside fine. They're walking all over the snow. I've got the greenhouse, the row house has one of the doors cracked open, and they'll go in there. And that's the long run of that thing is south facing, so it gets about 20 degrees hotter in there in the day. Ryan, what's up, man? 12 is great too. I just got the 19 for the dually, right on. 18. Mark, what's up? Was looking at those the other day. I may have to pull the trigger. Guys, I buy a lot of Milwaukee tools just from Home Depot online. And there's been a lot of times where I've ordered on like Sunday night, ships it on Monday, and I have it by Tuesday. Ryan Clayton, you're present now? Right on. So, Evan, you flew out to Utah? Question mark. Is that where you were? Are you teaching classes on the way back, or you just head straight back? Been waiting for covert since I saw the prototype in the shop last November. There's really nothing comparable on the market. I don't think there is either. I would take this bag, especially when we go urban exploring. And when we're in Nashville and servicing trucks, we usually do some of that. So I would take this bag, which has my drone and some cameras, and we'd go eat breakfast every time we go there. And it's just like a fucking brick, man, because it's stuffed full, and it's hard when I've got the drones and everything in it. So I wanted something a little more slouchy, a little more room. So I'd put it in here, but the bag's just big, right? So I wanted something in the middle. So that's what that is. It fits that bill right in the middle. 15-piece Milwaukee wrench sets are the shit. Metric standard, totally worth the money. New M18 brushless stuff, not buying another brand. So I've got both. I usually walk over here and there's a ton of yellow shit sitting here. I've got a bunch of yellow and red. And I've got the gear wrenches. I've got the gear wrench set in the pack out stuff. I've got a stack of pack out. Evan does too. He's got tons of pack out stuff. But I've got those drive wrenches they're fucking beautiful, really. Salmon, how are you, man? Utah is beautiful. Travel safe. Saw where Mike Glover posted you on his Instagram stories. Yeah, he was out there presenting at a Fieldcraft Survival deal. You like protein powder? The truth is I eat meat, man. I eat a lot of fucking meat. I eat very little protein powder. And when I do now, I fart terribly because I'm just not accustomed to having it on board anymore. But yeah, I used all kinds of protein, whey isolate stuff, or, you know, beef protein. Coyote danglers coming? I'm sure we do. I don't know when. But these are all this shit over here is fupas and danglers. There's a bunch of them in here. Utah's incredible private class next 2 days. Maybe we should move there. Radio. You don't have to be Mormon. You could pretend, just get a trampoline, and they'll think that you're one of them. I've been waiting for the covert rig. Okay, I think we've read all these. There was a ton of comments last night that I wasn't seeing. Out of ammo, what's your favorite camo? It's like what footwear should I wear, right? Which vehicle should I drive today? It just depends what you're doing. I really like the multicam black. Is it the best for outside in the woods right now? Nah, our trees are bare and we've got snow and ice, right? So alpine right now. For most of the time out in the wilderness, multicam or Highlander would work great. When it's really summer and everything's green, I don't know what the last thing you heard there. What's the best camo? The one that works when you need it to work, right? Right now everything's ice and snow, so alpine would work good. Multicam would work most of the year. When it's really green, alpine or tropic, right? Tropic or mandrake, Highlander or multicam. I'm with you on the eating plane. Great work. How do you feel about mostly eating? How do I feel eating mostly meat? Well, you know me, Josh. I'm a fat kid. I still eat stuff that's not on that only meat diet. But I just when I want to eat junk food, I make sure I eat meat first, and then I eat some junk food. If I'm going to eat donuts or I'm going to eat cake, I'm going to eat a ribeye first. And I've been getting up in the morning and cooking ribeyes in the morning after I work out. I feel like I run a lot longer not thinking about food when I have a lot more meat and fat. Tropic is only second to Coyote. Utah would be a good place except for being on a really bad fault line. Not only that, I think it's a pretty major target too. Why is whey protein bad for the body? Why is it? I didn't say it was. I said my body doesn't run as clean on it. There is a lot better whey protein is the trash, guys. If you're not aware, whey protein is the shit that the industries all throw away. They just tricked the bodybuilding industry into using it to feed their bodies. It's that you get calories from it. You do get some protein, but it's not good protein. It's, nothing's better than meat protein. Would and could it work the way I have been told it would? Honestly, any kind of proper advice is greatly... Ryan, I don't know what you're asking there, buddy. I must have missed something. Yeah, whey protein's trash. Ephedra, ephedra is great. I used to take ephedrine, caffeine, and aspirin, right? EAC stacks, like the real shit. Now I use all of this stuff. And if you're looking for that kind of effect like ephedra would have, it's become very difficult to get in the United States in a low cost form. But if you look into neurotropics, you can kind of get some of that effect. Individuals come between man. Naked whey is a protein powder. Gives me no gas like all others. Easy K, man. Send me a link to that. I'll check it out. If asking about camo has good write-ups, Texas Hill Country. Utah is a dry, desolate desert with no water. They got snow. You can harvest. For a solid poor man's means of comms between men have been told to cut away some of the padding from work-grade ear protection. Ryan, stop trying to be a fucking poor man and just make some goddamn money. There's your real answer. Stop fucking worried about what poor people fucking do to try to make some shit work and make some fucking money. Buy you some fucking real comms, buy you some real armor plates. You can focus on being a poor motherfucker, or you could take all this poor motherfucker shit, build some content off of it, and start making some fucking revenue, and then you don't have to do poor man shit. You can document it, you can show it, you can put it forth to people to build content, and quickly you won't be poor anymore. Now, you can take that and you can let that agitate or irritate you, or you can listen to a fucking dude who's been in business for 35 years that can tell you how to stop being poor. Money moves. Yeah, money never sleeps. Money never sleeps. The internet has made everything seamless. I literally communicate with people around this fucking world at 3 a.m. in the morning, and I have all my answers when I wake up in the morning. What multi-tool pouch do y'all have? Everything. What are you asking me? What color? I make 4 versions in about 10 colors. So let's do this the easy way. You tell me what you want. I lost 30 pounds eating meat. My blood markers came back in check. Yeah, absolutely. For real, right? For real. Carnivore, keto. But at the same time, I personally feel as the money has made the world. Well, then stay poor. I'll take your share. Let me know whatever it is you're doing to generate money, and we'll just route that into my bank account. Money doesn't cause happiness. Bullshit, it fucking doesn't. It buys you options. It buys you time. Rich motherfuckers don't sit driving bullshit cars to the airport and get fucking pushed over. They don't sit on layovers. That's fucking poor people. Rich people didn't check through customs. Rich people didn't have quarantines. Rich people didn't have travel fucking bans, right? That's poor people stuff. Money's the root of all evil. That's some bullshit poor motherfuckers use as an excuse to make themselves feel better about being poor. Cut out all, yeah, seed oils for sure. Yeah, I eat sugar. I eat sugar. Just posted the protein on your Facebook. Thank you, ECK. I'll check it out. Dude, my 18-year-old works and makes more money in a week than most people in 2 weeks. It's having the, yeah, it's just the fucking desire. Because we grew up surrounded by poor people, and because they fucking were guilty of being poor, they said, well, they convinced young kids, well, money doesn't buy happiness. Money isn't everything. Whereas if you'd have told that kid when the Ferrari pulled up at the gas station, instead of telling your child what an asshole that guy must be, instead of saying, you know what, you could have that. If you just work and you save your money, you could have that. If you're willing to work instead of fucking play video games, when your friends are out fucking drinking and smoking weed, instead you're fucking working. All these motherfuckers talking about how they're broke. They ain't working 40 hours, much less 120. Motherfucker, you want to tell me what your problems are? Then let's fucking look at how much you're working. 120 hours, motherfucker. If you're not working 120 hours, I don't want to hear dick from you. When it's not about the money, it's all about, it always is. Yeah, it's always about the money. It's wintertime here in practice. Fuck off. It's wintertime here, motherfucker. I was outside for 6 hours with a fucking video camera. SOE box arrived yesterday, setting up 3 large tool. Oh, you're going to love them, man. You're going to love them. Yeah, I can vouch for what Chris said. I know Chris personally. I know his kids. They came over here and worked fucking days and days and days here. Money is just a resource, that's right. And you guys have been told not to use money. You guys have been told, and convinced by very wealthy people, Ramsey for one of them, right? The debt snowball. Ramsey's great at getting motherfuckers out of debt, poor people. He's great at getting poor people out of debt. And then he tells you don't take on any more debt. Taking on debt's fine if you're going to use the debt to make money, not for self-gratification. It's been -10. Well, go fucking work inside then. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know where you are. Are you in like fucking Alaska? Are you in the Arctic Circle? Go drive Uber. When it's cold outside and Uber drivers and shit won't deliver and Grubhub and all that bullshit, right? That's the time to have a 4-wheel drive. You want to make real money? Be one of the few dudes fucking delivering shit to people who can't fucking get deliveries. That's your time to fucking kill, man. You can set your fucking price. Get in a local Facebook group and be like, hey, I'll pick up your fucking Walmart. I'll pick up your groceries. I'll get your propane filled. I'll get your kerosene. You could make fucking bank right now while motherfuckers are froze to their driveway. Winter here, rained all day. I was cutting mesquite and taking it to a restaurant, cook with it, and it's yeah, man, exactly, man, exactly. We got all these bitches in the local area here, always complaining about dogs, right? I don't understand how so many people's dogs get away. What you don't understand, you fucking cunt, is fucking people's money is tight. Their dogs aren't getting away. They're turning their dogs loose. Be free is what's happening. But you fucking are so fucking comfortable sitting on your fat ass that you have time to worry about other people's fucking animals. Mind your own fucking business. If it's not your problem, don't insert yourself. Because when you keep inserting yourself in other people's problems, you're going to quickly find that they make those your problems. Those are choices. Those are choices. Those day packs are nice. You can buy them on SOE tacticalgear.com. Yeah, I love dogs too. I've got 5 of them. My dogs have never gotten loose. But I don't give a shit I don't care what other people are doing. Don't give 2 shits. Your dog gets loose, comes on my property, I'm killing your dog. I'm not going to tell you about it. You're just going to think it went missing. But if your dog comes across my fences, it's dying. You're never going to see it again. And I expect the same. If my dogs got out and were on somebody else's property causing problems, I would expect that I will never see my dog again. Fences. If you're going to own property, you should have fences. It's my family house dogs. I had 2 and they were amazing. Yep. I've got 5 big dogs. I spend hundreds of dollars a week feeding these dogs. Eat shut rabbit. My dogs eat a lot of rabbit. Patrick Caswell, what's up? Yeah, Ranger J, that's how everybody should. Instead, they want to threaten on the internet, right? They want to call the police and they want to send the threat of violence to your house that they're not willing to do themselves, right? By calling law enforcement. Stop making threats on the internet. Handle your shit. Keep your mouth shut. Make me more displays for vending. Nice. That's awesome that you need more displays. Chill. Blind rabbit. Go ahead and fucking take your penis out and find the nearest doorway and just go ahead and smash it on there. Grown men are talking. You can just fuck off somewhere else. Mama used to say we don't call the police. You don't call the police. That's some pussy shit. If you can't handle it yourself, then don't fucking get involved in it. Piss off rabbit? I don't know what we're talking about. Oh, is that dude? I see we have blocked him. I guess he's gone. Yeah, just take care of it, man. Tim Galloway. Yeah, I'm going to threaten you. I'm going to send some guys with guns to your house via the law enforcement. Fucking stop being pussies. People have so much comfort in their life that they can take issue with what other grown adults do with their animals or on their property. Judicus, as a monk says. Daniel Dillery. A bunch of men here. 263. About 150 of us actually know each other in real life. I own a company and we manufacture military and law enforcement equipment. And I started this company 35 years ago. I've been on the internet since day one. And because of that, I have a very large audience from around the world. And we do several events a year, and we have parties here. And people literally travel from all over the world to come here to this building and hang out. And then we ship out about 2,000 individual orders to the consumer. We build everything you see in this building here, in this building. Raw goods come in, we cut them up, we sew them together, and then we ship them out. Everything you see here I designed. Myself as the owner of this company, I still sew every day and do design work. I have a couple podcasts. I've got about 5,000 videos on this YouTube channel. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, X, Locals, Float, MeWe, Facebook. I'm everywhere. And I work about 18 hours a day. And because I have the following that I have, and I've been doing this so long, I just, people ask me what I would do in certain situations, and I tell them how I would handle it. And sometimes it's a little bit of tough love, but every now and then, you run into a dude and he's like, hey, you were an asshole to me on the internet, but it woke me up and I started doing what you said to do. And now all of my financial problems are gone, and I've moved out of the city, and my kids are being educated in a more proper manner, and most of my health problems have gone away. What about saddles for animals like horses? I don't do any of that. We've got some buddies from Force Reconnaissance and some MARSOC guys that were sent to farrier school in like Bridgeport. And when those guys got out of the Marine Corps, they have $1 million businesses now doing, working on horses and mules and shit and doing tack and stuff. Made $125,000 this year for the first time in my life because of John's advice. See you at SRF. Can't wait to see you, bud. Can't wait to see you, Dave. Sometimes people need that asshole. Yeah, everybody needs an asshole in your life. That's the problem. People are soft. They don't listen to the fucking asshole. Every one of you motherfuckers needs a fucking asshole in your life. Do you have those green canvas ponchos? No, we make everything we have. We don't sell any surplus stuff, man. Any plans all black day pack? Eventually, some asshole keeps asking about it. I don't know if you're that asshole. Eventually we will. Unfortunately for you, the guy wanting the black day pack, if I made 20 of them tomorrow, I'd only sell 3 of them. They would trickle out of here for months. If I built 120 in multicam black, they would all sell. Eric, I'm soft, you're soft. I don't know who you're talking to. Get a mirror, motherfucker. But could you not go about it in a nicer manner? Go ahead and fuck off. Harsh. You motherfucker, you need some fucking bloody knuckles and some fucking calluses, bitch. Go get a job where you swing a fucking sledgehammer for a little while, you soft little cunt. I don't own any feelings. I like it. There's a reason I've watched James Yeager and John all these years. Some of the few that called a spade a spade. That's the first time I asked. Well, then you're not that asshole then, are you? I got multicam black ones I can ship to you right now. They look cooler. You'll get more pussy. If you've already got pussy, she'll love you a little more. If you can only bench 285, if you get this backpack, you'll be able to do 315 tomorrow. It'll probably add a ½ inch to your dick immediately. Go with multicam black. Chicks dig it. Trolls are here. That's okay. Trolls are good. Because trolls don't realize that everybody in their social media contact list, when they comment and interact on these videos, everybody that they know has been exposed to these videos for the next 6 days. That's why we're getting so much traction right now. You see all these people who don't know. Somebody, Kiri hit Amanda up, and she's like, man, I can't believe John re-answers these same questions all the time. It's good for business. It's good for business. And everybody who's my friend that I interact with, it's good for all of your businesses. Because if we get 100 new kids, we call them kids, right? They're 20, 25, some of them are truly children. But for every 100 of those, we only need one to convert. And if you think about you guys who have business that have oftentimes communicate with me, do business with me, or come to my events, if you look at your clientele list, how much of your clientele list do you think came from my customers? This is good. It's good when the goofballs show up, because for every one of them commenting, it exposes another 100 every day to us. I only need one. I only need to capture one of those to become a real client, a real friend, or a real business relationship. Eric, be very fucking clear right here. Who are you addressing? Are you speaking to me? Somebody click on his page and see what he's about. Does he got any videos? If he doesn't, and you guys think that he's shit talking and he's fucking distracting me right now, ban him from this page if he has nothing to offer. It's a fake Sean Strickland. Ban him. He's gone. I answer the same question hundreds of times. Help me refine my answers. Yep, that's what Jeff said. Scully said for a long time when we used to do shows, like young Marines would walk up and go, "Why should I buy your vest for $200? I can buy that one." And then I would give him the spiel, right? I'd give him and he's like, "Dude, you should record that shit. You are the best salesman for any of us." Are the backpacks for school kids? They certainly could be, but you could definitely buy a lesser cost backpack for your child. My bags start at $350. Now, you've all heard of JanSport backpacks, right? I actually took a JanSport backpack, cut it apart, and then built a day pack off of that. I added material around the seams. I reinforced it all over the place. But this is the JanSport backpack pattern set that I cut apart. You can buy a JanSport bag for 20 bucks. That bag's 350. Now, you got 287 people on here. Do you have, any of you guys on here have a day pack, and is it worth the $350? Just put yes in the comments if that's you. Ryan, I don't give a shit about your factory plates, man. You should make a badass plate better than factory, bring them to market, and fucking start competing against those guys. I know a lot of dudes that have been shot in factory fucking issued plates. A lot of dudes. A lot of fucking guys that have been shot in wearing plates. If you think you can do better, by all means do better, man. Bring it to market. Is this the same dude using wax? Yeah, that's the guy, I think. 28 subscribers, right on. Why only 28? Do you want more? You want more than 28 subscribers? If I was hard pushed and you said, "Hey, what do you do every day?" Like people tell me when guys ask, "What do you do every day for work?" Right? I'm like, "I own special operations equipment. I run this company." I always ask guys when they tell me, I'm like, "What do you do?" And they tell me where they work. I'm like, "Yeah, but what do you actually do? What do you do?" And if I had to really break it down, social media is really what I do. If you came to me and you're like, "Hey man, I've got 10,000 on Instagram and I want to have 50,000." The first thing I'd say is why 50,000, right? Why do you want 50,000? What do you want to gain from that? Brazil, what's up, man? I was in Lompoc prison with a dude from Brazil. In 2003 to 2005, we actually called him Brazil. I attach fabric to fabric, right? So the question is, why 50,000? That's the first question. Yes, we ship to Australia every day. There's dudes in the comments right now from Australia that are clients of mine. New material, scary as fuck. Whatever, dude. Whatever. You're talking to a guy who has been to every fucking convention out there and has talked to every CEO of every fucking fabric company in the world. When you have some bona fides, we can discuss. Otherwise, you're just a weirdo that doesn't want to pay the money. So make something better prove that it's better, market it, and sell it. Come back to me when you've made your first $1 million. If what you say is true, you should be able to do that in 6 months. But why 50,000 followers, right? Why did we pick that number? Because if you're going to pick 50, why don't we just pick 100? Why not 100,000? And what do you hope to gain by it? Are you better off with 5,000 true believers, or are you better off with 100,000 randos? I ship to Australia all the time. Yeah, it's not a problem. People that are like, I wish I could buy this stuff, but we can't have it in Australia. We can't have it in Canada. Really? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I seem knowledgeable in life itself. Yeah, man. I've made millions of dollars several times and restarted with zero. I've been to prison, came home, got jobs, 3 jobs when I got out of prison, so I didn't have to be in the halfway house working 80 hours a week. In addition to working 80 hours a week, I rented 2 sewing machines and started this company back when I got home from prison. I made $960,000 the first year I was home from prison while still on probation for 3 years. Don't tell me what can't be done. If it can't be done, it's only because you're unwilling to do it. Australia as a nation, it should have been a fucking slave colony, right? Because Australia has become a bunch of pussies. We used to ship all the motherfuckers from Britain over there, the true hardcore motherfuckers, right? But something happened along the way. You notice that just like in Ireland, as in Australia, you don't have Australians running the country. You got motherfuckers from other places. Do you see a motherfucker in Ireland in fucking Irish Parliament that looks like they're fucking Ireland? Therein lies your problem. He got lucky. Who got lucky? Murdoch, hello. What is a gwitty? I don't know what you fucking retards are talking about. Is that some video game bullshit? Or oh, I get it. You guys have never seen titties in real life. I get it. I see what's up. Live's getting good traction. Yeah, it's because YouTube forgot that I had a restriction on me somehow. Something has fallen off, and it's gone into the algorithm feed for lives. Wow, I hadn't heard 960,000 before in your talk. Super impressive. That's in addition, 960,000 through SOE, out of Mom's Garage, back in Mom's Garage where I started, right? In addition to working 80 hours a week delivering pizzas for 3 different companies, because every minute I wasn't working, I had to be in the halfway house. Mods, do not ban these little retards. It's all traction. Every time they post a comment like that, it exposes everybody on their friends list to our content on all platforms. So where all these little turds are commenting right now, other people will see that on Instagram and X and Facebook. And most of these video game kids, they don't realize all the gear that's in the video games, I make that shit. My company makes the gear that's in the video games. Yeah, it'll spread, absolutely. There's no such thing as bad publicity. Knew the pizza delivery from Living Free in Tennessee. Right on, Andy. Or you believe about grammar. Trump time, my brothers. Whether you like Trump or not, there's not a single person on here that can't say that their financial situation was not better while Trump was in office. You also can't say that your lines of supply were not better when Trump was in office. Go to your grocery store. All these little kids, right? Whatever bullshit they're eating, all that processed food in a plastic package wrapper. Go to the grocery store. The shit that you could get 8 years ago, it's not the same shit on the fucking store now. Even your Oreos has fucking cricket. It has bug protein and shit in it. Go look. It's got bugs in it. All your shit's got bug flour in it now. That wasn't happening when fucking Trump was in office. Post your videos and put that in the description. Where are you manufacturing? In Camden, Tennessee. Right here on these sewing machines, right? All this material comes in the door. All these rolls of webbing, elastic, more fabrics, right? All those boxes of plastic hardware, webbing, right? All this shit. All the Velcros. We cut all the material out. There's bins, all that's bins of plastic hardware. And we sew all this shit right over here on these sewing machines. Do we make gear packs for COD? Is that guy fucking with me? He doesn't know, does he? My partner on the podcast is a character in Call of Duty, guys. For all you kids that are here right now that haven't been here somehow. Can we do custom hook and loop patches? Patches? No. Nah. You can get patches made, man. You don't need me to do it. If you're saying pouches, chances are I already have what you need and you don't need it custom. Best way to reach out for quota? If you can't figure out how to reach out to me, you and I probably can't do business, man. And I know that sounds like an asshole, but the deal is I have more business. I got enough business. I'm not taking on new clients for custom work. A lot of lies about Trump are misrepresentation. Yeah, and because 95% of your well, let's call it's low income, right? You can call it low information, but it's also dumb, right? Most of your dumb citizens, they just watch short form content, right? So you'll see something, you'll see 15 seconds, and if they had 20 seconds, it would mean something completely different. Cowboy, short king, you figure it out, buddy. I don't need you to believe me. You figure it out. You gain more from being here than I gain from you being here. You figure it out. If you think that we're worth fucking with, come back around. Social post was misread. Yeah, absolutely was. Absolutely. Donald Trump Jr. follows me on Instagram. Like, go look at my Instagram page. This is hurtful. Yeah, you are dumb. You got that. Do you have a rig that can hold 18 cans of dip? Yeah, of course. Compliant with AR 670 Scully. What model were the two sewing machines I started with? Mitsubishi 130E. I think it was Mitsubishi. Whatever, you can look up 130E in a Google search. I think it's Mitsubishi. It'll come right up. And when guys were, there was a whole post about some kid wanted to start. I say he's kid. I don't know. It could have been 35 years old for all I know. And a bunch of assholes were like, "Well, you really got to have about $5,000." And I said, "No, you don't. Here's a Mitsubishi 130E." Which is what I started with. Here's like 50 of them for sale for $300. For the first 10 years of my business, and a lot of the stuff that I built 20 years ago, right, between 20 and 30 years ago, is what the industry standard is really set on today. The shit I did back then with a lightweight sewing machine. Why are they giraffes? Well, I mean, what do you have? What do you have? First of all, is your garage tall enough to have a giraffe? So if you have a short garage, what's in your garage? Don't tell me Ferraris either. We can walk outside and look at the other garage full of my cars. What's in your garage? Why don't you have giraffes? More importantly, why can you not have giraffes? I don't care if you have them or not, but if you wanted them, I'd like you to be in a position to be able to have them. You got kangaroos? That's cool. I almost bought an old-time boxing kangaroo, and I passed on it, and I should have bought it. I've got a baby zebra, though. Reptile room story? I don't have any reptiles right now. The old reptile room's upstairs, and it's more of a storage room now. But the real reptile rooms are at the old building. I still have all the caging and racking and everything. I have 0 reptiles now. How much land? This property here is 10 acres. How tall are they? It's actually not a very tall giraffe. That one right there, it's 20 feet where his top of his horns, they're not called horns, I don't remember what they're called. To the floor, to the top is 20 feet. We actually cut several inches off the base of that platform, and then we epoxied 45-pound plates inside so that it would have ballast. When I bought that giraffe, my intention was to cut through the ceiling and have his body downstairs and have his head upstairs. But I wanted it over to the side a ways, and he was a lot taller than I thought he was. Zach, what's up, man? Eating grass. Yeah, just make sure you just lay your giraffe sideways. I would put blankets over him so it looks like he's in bed. If you're a true baller, you'd get a couple water beds and just set him on the water bed sideways. You rebuild antique tractors. That's very cool, man. Very fucking cool. I go to antique stores and antique auctions and stuff every weekend. Love it. Do I know Overton Windex loves your products? Of course I do. Who do you think sends them to him? Overton Windex was a customer for a long time before I knew him. He's actually been in the building here. He came out here and trained at TAC Response. He is how Wrangler Star got introduced to my products. Yeah, Overton Windex has a fucking great YouTube channel. Yeah, Overton is my child. He's my kid. What would the long-term exposure cause to a person's skin? I don't know what you're talking about. Kept bumping my head on the giraffe's leg during Chuck's med class. That's awesome, man. My supper tonight, ribeye. Same menu as for the next year. Yeah, I had ribeye tonight too. That's what Amanda and I had. Who are you fucking around, Tim? Who's Overton? Or do you really not know? Need for Speed doesn't count. SSC, Need for Speed. What is that? A video game? Is it still considered waterboarding if you use diesel? It's her garage, yeah. Boner. How's your wife's boner garage? What would I do after this life? Fuck, I don't know. I'm busy with this one, man. You ever come to Australia, I'll take you out hunting buffalo and wild boar in croc country. Awesome, man. Awesome. You ever come here, come see us. Vader's going to be pissed when he sees I mounted a stormtrooper. How about this one? You obviously haven't seen this one. I want to go catch cassowaries. Don't make fun, but I have a Porsche 911 green Lambo Urus Ford F750. They don't make a 750? Question mark. Can somebody verify they make a 750? I got a couple Porsches. I have an F250. I have an Excursion. Got a few other things. Is that from the Never Ending Story? No, it's that's a Tauntaun from Star Wars. I tried to buy, well, I've tried several times to buy one of the movie props from Never Ending Story. I know where it's sitting, and the guy that owns it still will not sell it to me. It's much, much bigger than this. F750 is real. Okay, good info. I didn't know that. I knew 850s. Yeah, if you want a real car, a performance car like that, and you want a daily driver, man, Porsche is what you get. If you want to drive it for real. I've got a Cayman S, and I've got a Panamera S. And my buddy is the head salesman at one of the 4 Porsche Premier dealerships in the United States. So if you want something, if you are a Porsche owner, you know what a Premier dealer is. That's where you can order custom stuff, custom color, custom cars. And he can take care of that. If there's something you're looking for, I've got the guy. Please show the upstairs treasures. Love Ranger Stars red hat. I love Wrangler. He asked me if I would wear one. He asked me if I'd wear one. I said, yeah, of course I would. Matt Christopher, what's going on? 550 makes a decent gun truck. How much do we use the freeze dryer? We use the freeze dryer pretty frequently. We were running it back to back to back. You want to see me and Scully fight a cassowary and a kangaroo? Man, you can get really fucked up from cassowaries. Kill more people in Australia than any other animal. I wish mid-80s 911s weren't as rare. Well, anything manual gearbox is an investment now. Cold steel, his internet won't reach his car. Oh, yeah, it won't. No. My Porsche is matte black with red racing stripes turbo. Cool. That's awesome, dude. What is it? Because they're not 911s anymore, right? So what is it? Do you plan on making any Rallyman pouches anytime soon with pals attachment? Yeah, we make them all the time, man. I even have some over there. Let's just do this right. You tell me what you want, and then I'll walk over there and show you what we have that's closest to it. It's my peoples, get it, peoples. Chuck Peoples. Olive Drow with pals. My drill rig is mounted to the back of the 550. That's cool. What are you drilling? What is that? What do you mean drill rig? Like you're doing well drilling? I need a well drilled. Come here to Camden, Tennessee. Where are you located? Okay. These are belt mount. I have a single OD with pistols. I have a lot of black with pistols. Without pistols, I got multicam black. I've got multicam, and I've got woodland. OD is not a big seller. This property is 10 acres. No such thing as a good Glock 40. Oh, you're going to get them tonight. Yeah, of course you have a 911 GT3 RS, but they're not called 911s anymore. If you're a GT3 owner, you know that, right? Especially an RS. That's not the designation for them. Pierre, you still on here? Pierre was on here earlier. If he's still on here, he's the head salesman at fucking Nashville Porsche. No, 1911 pistol and 911 are Porsches. 1911 is pistols. Vehicles. Because it's in the Xbox garage. I don't know, man. I just Pierre. GT3 RS. Are they still called 911 or do they have some other designation 3-digit number? Question mark. Get a high point, that's right. Geotechnical drilling, taking soil samples, pre-construction of home. Oh, very cool, man. We had a geologist out here a couple of months ago doing some drilling. He was pretty cool. SSC ain't got shit, 14 sub. I mean, I give everybody the benefit of the doubt because I just don't care. I mean, if he's here saying he's got a GT3 RS and a Urus, awesome, man. I hope he does. And if he doesn't, fucking let's figure out how he can have that. I want all of you to be able to have anything you want. The better you do, the better I do. I don't typically have friends that aren't doing shit, right? You're not going to hear me say, oh yeah, that guy's my friend. The better you do, the better I do. Geologist to blame for Amanda's crystal obsession? No, we had it. The geologist, when he was drilling, we were talking about some different types of crystals. And I could hear him roll his eyes. He's like, oh, yeah, here we go, right? And I'm like, no, you come here, man. You got to see this. So I took him upstairs, and I'm like, check this out. He's like, holy shit. I know where that came from. That can only come from fucking one place in Tennessee. And he goes, I got fired working in that mine. He said, I loaded a backpack up, and they caught me coming out of that mine with those. And they fired me, but they let me keep the backpack. And he said, I had to hike 5 miles out of there with like fucking 200 pounds in the backpack, just fucking barely dragging that motherfucker. But he knew, and then we had a pretty cool conversation because my camera guy, Brandel, caves go hand in hand with bats. And Brandel films for a guy who works for the Tennessee Cave Conservancy. So it turns out, fucking small world like always, my video guy is standing there with the geologist, and they all knew all the exact same people. Like they were showing, like here's his number in my phone. Yeah, here's his number in my phone. Cars and trucks is my dad. See, just like when dudes like I own a GT3 RS and small world, fucking head salesman for Porsche happens to be in the video feed. It's just a small world. And if that kid's dad owns those type of cars, he's probably doing well for himself, and hopefully that kid is listening when his dad fucking talks. And if his dad's not talking to him, then if that kid's smart, he will get in there and have a closer relationship with his father and figure out what he did to be able to own those kind of vehicles, right? And as that kid grows, is that a family business that the kid can get involved in, or can I get some advice from my father to start my own business, right? He is poised right now to be highly successful because of the things that his father has done. And hopefully he takes advantage of those things. Shit, I wish I had my dad's cars. My dad didn't have no cars. My dad's got all kinds of fucking PhDs and college degrees, but they don't really, I can't like show them off and be like, here's my garage full of my father's PhDs. What would you recommend to your folks like myself who are in their early 20s who wish to get involved in fighting back against globalists and Marxists? What can we do to fight back and restore the USA? Make money. Like I know this isn't what you want to hear. Make money. Live a life where you are extremely happy. And as you get older, you're going to realize that the United States actually causes many of the problems, right? Money buys you options, and the things that you think are problems and frustrating right now, if you had money, they wouldn't bother you one bit. You wouldn't care. Or you can take that to the next level where you make so much money and your money makes so much money that you can actually change policy. But if you have money, you don't give a shit about what's going on right now. Yeah, I think there's all kinds of terrorists coming into the United States. I also think if that ever goes to guns, that shit's gonna be over with in a couple of fucking days. And I don't have, like, if I had illegal aliens running around here, I'd offer them jobs because those motherfuckers work. I don't care what color you are, I don't care what fucking sexual fucking parts you think you have. If you can sit down on these sewing machines, I'll give you an honest day pay for an honest day work. And I don't have them. It doesn't affect me. We talk about it a lot, but would you know it? If you turn your social media off for a week, turn your fucking phone off, lose your phone for a week, and see how your fucking life goes. Most of the problems that we believe are problems, we would not know existed. Have you called your doctor? I don't know what you're talking about. If you just wouldn't know they existed if you turn the fucking phone off. You should turn into this show. Yeah, I do this video every night. We all bleed the same red blood. Yeah, I don't care what color. Fuck, I don't care nothing about it. Are you in the CIF warehouse? I don't know what that means. Look at this wall of picture frames. I don't know what we're fucking talking about here. I turned my phone off for a week. I'd miss you, John. Yeah, but the problem, like the things going on in the world, right? I'm 52, okay? I'm 52 years old. I've been a survivalist, then a prepper, and then I got smart and became a businessman. And like we were ready for Y2K, Mayan calendar. I mean, you name it, anything that was gonna wipe us out. If you go back and look at news reports or you look at, short compilations of news reports, they were saying we're gonna have global freezing, then we're gonna have global warming, then the tides are rising, then we're gonna have a drought. It's always, you have to have the new thing to be fearful of. And if you just fucking didn't have this telling you, you wouldn't know it existed, and you would have a lot more energy to put into doing whatever you believe, right? The more money you have and the more energy you have, the more you can do what you believe in. And if you just built content, whatever it is, right? If you like old rusty plates, right? I don't like new GP rubber plates. That's bullshit. I got fucking 17,000 pounds of fucking plates in this place. But if you're the guy that just likes old rusty plates and you built content off of this, dudes would show up that are interested in this. Become ungovernable. I have a t-shirt that says that. So just do whatever it is you like, show content, and people that align with you will show up. Once you have that audience, it can ebb and flow. When you change your content a little bit, some guys might not like that, and they might unsubscribe, and new guys might come back. Then you can figure out how to monetize those people. Fuck set cable machines, free weights are the true. Maybe, but if you had this, and it goes back to being a broke motherfucker, right? Because a bench and a couple plates costs a lot less. This machine's $9,000, but this machine right here will replace 85%, 90% of this whole entire gym in here. I can do everything on this. I do high cable rows on this. I do pec deck on this. I do bis and tris on this. I stretch out on this every morning. I do upright rows on this. I've still got all the I've got all the fixed bars. I've got 2 racks of dumbbells. I've got everything. This machine, I do fucking tons of workout on this every fucking day. It is so smooth. But it goes back to being broke motherfucker shit, right? Rogue's done a really good job at telling people, hey, just buy our rack. You start with our rack. And then we got these lever arms, right? But when you buy your first Rogue piece, they're really smart because it's a Lego. Yeah, you can buy a Rogue rack for about $2,000, right? You could even finance it through them, right? And then before you know it, you've got 10, 15 grand in a rogue rack. So you're never going to abandon rogue because all the fucking lever arms and everything, all the trolleys, everything fits on them. They were super smart in the way they marketed their shit. None of this shit interchanges with any of this shit. Kind of considering doing citizen journalism. No, you're not. No, you're not, because if you were, you'd be doing it. You don't have to do shit to do citizen journalism. And what are you going to do? You want to be like a cop watcher? Do you want to do like First Amendment audits? Do you want to point out to people how fucked up the United States is and how your Social Security number is really a leverage and a tax and a loan against each individual citizen, right? What do you want to do with it? Because if you wanted to do it, you'd just be doing it. I hope you do. But if you wanted to do it, you'd be doing it already. Whistleblowing. Real whistleblowers end up dead. It's all fun and games. Citizen journalism is now called social media and has no credibility. I don't know. I tend to think it has more credibility than mainstream media, though. First Amendment lawyer. What's that dude's name? I can't remember the name of him. Great fucking page. I think independent journalism has a hard time getting life insurance. Yeah, probably so. Real whistleblowers end up dead. Yeah. Listen, man. Stop picking fucking jobs that don't make you money. That's the fucking system. You go to government school and they tell you should be a police officer or a fireman, or if you really want a prestigious job, you got to be a doctor or a lawyer, right? They control all that shit. Pick a job that makes a lot of fucking money. And then quietly, you can change the things that you don't like. My opinion on going into law enforcement, I'm glad that we have some good law enforcement, but I wouldn't want my fucking kids doing it. Look at guys. You are in a slave system, especially if you go to government school. You go to government school and you get programmed with bullshit. As you grew up, if you were lucky enough to have a 2-parent household, right? Mom and dad, and you lived in a middle-income neighborhood. And then, what did that say? Join Honolulu PD. Yeah, who the fuck wants to live in Honolulu? You grew up in a house and you knew what your parents' income was. And you knew and you associated that income with that kind of life, that level of life, right? And then we are presented with a couple dozen jobs. And we know what those jobs cost, and we associate the income from those jobs with the income that our parents made to live that lifestyle. But we don't take into account, we are now 10, 15 years later, and the money that our parents made doesn't account to that kind of lifestyle anymore. And a lot of kids are sold the lie of going to college and taking out all this debt. So you go to college, you go to high school you go to school for 12 years, you go to college for 4 years, and then 2 more years in your specialty. By the time you get out of fucking school, you're close to 30 years old. You go to work in the job field and you realize, I hate this job, or in fact, this job doesn't even exist anymore. Whereas if I caught you or you found me when you were 16, 17, 18 years old, and I said, hey, there's another way. And I just gave you some math, right? Why don't they teach kids how to budget a checkbook in school? More importantly, why don't they teach them amortization, right? If I take out this loan, if they take out this loan at this interest rate, what's the difference between a 3% mortgage and a 7% mortgage, right? If you don't have that in your head, that's because you weren't taught those things. But there's always another way, man. There is fucking always another way. I ordered a Chubb bag. What are your favorite uses for it personally? It's a great bag, man. It doesn't matter what my personal uses are. It's a fucking great bag. It's Velcro lined. You can put all kinds of organization on the inside. It's pals all over the outside, so you can expand it immensely. Use it for a med bag, use it for an EDC bag, use it for a vehicle bag, use it for your lunch bag, use it for anything. No shit, basic information you can use is not taught. Nope. You'd be better off listening to shorts on TikTok, and they hate that. They fucking hate that. That's why they want to ban it. China, China, China. They're mad. They're accusing China of doing something that Facebook and Instagram and your government are doing to you already. I ain't worried about fucking China knocking on my door. Palestine or Israel, I don't give a fuck. Israel tried to give it to fucking them, 8 years ago? They tried to hand it over. They didn't want it. I don't give two shits about Palestine or Israel. I'm not there. USA. When you stop controlling savages with an iron fist, they start doing savage shit again. If Israel would have fucking wiped Palestine off the fucking map, they'd have pushed them with bulldozers into the fucking ocean. The United States is over there keeping that from happening. We shouldn't be involved over there. They want us involved. They want another war because all of your politicians don't make money unless fucking General Dynamics and Raytheon are making aircraft carriers. I don't eat crackers. I don't know what that means. I use my Chubb bag as a range bag. Yep, it'd be great for that. I'm concerned with my 10-mile range. Yeah, within arm's reach. War, within arm's reach. Can I smell it? Can I taste it? Can I touch it? Did it affect the temperature around me? Did it affect my bank account this morning? Yeah, it's the military-industrial complex. Without war, there's no money in politics. Yeah, and if you made it so that politicians had to leave office with the same amount of money they made that they came in with, you would have people who should be politicians instead of people profiting as politicians. Nobody ever earns their own independence by being freed by others. Absolutely. Let the savages earn their own freedom. Used to work for CDIT, can confirm it's 100% profit driven. Of course it is. Of course it is. Throwing war fighters into shit show. Yeah, our ships are over there as bait. There's not anything in the United States fucking inventory that has to be within range of the Houthis. You keep hearing Houthis. That's like the Crips and the Blood getting hold of some rocket launchers, AT-4s or something. They're like, we're going to go attack the Marine Corps. You guys are being played. It's to make you feel some kind of way. It's to take low information fucking people and get them riled up. Those are also people, every person out there on social media, every person protesting is a poor, broke motherfucker. Shut up, bro. Philip 54, somebody block him out of here. Ban that dude, fuck him. Keep Israel from fighting off at Iran. Just like how they are trying to make it illegal for politicians to own stock. Yeah, they passed a bill that they couldn't go to fucking jail for that. No farmers, no future. Yeah, and unfortunately, most farmers work one, if not two. They work a full-time job in order to be able to farm. Farming has been made so unprofitable. I just want to know when ET will get here. Well, don't worry. When they can't fucking throw the election, they're gonna show you the ETs. I'm sure I have missed fucking thousands of comments here tonight. There are currently 300 people online and only 131 thumbs up. That should tell you guys everything you need to know. Your biggest fear is lost knowledge. Pass it on, man. History. It means his story. Have children. Build enough wealth that you and your children can live on the same piece of property, not in the same house, same property. When your kids have kids, you help raise your grandchildren. And as you get older, you still have value. So your grandkids help raise and keep you going, right? While your children make money and we all teach the grandkids. But it had to do with what you did, right? You are the lever. You are the light switch. You pulled the trigger that changed the direction of your family. You worked hard. You didn't say, oh, I don't have time. You didn't work 8 hours a day and sit on a couch 8 and sleep 8. You slept 5 or 6. You worked 12 or 16. And even when you were relaxing, you were speaking about business because all your family members and your children were involved in your business. And when you do those things, you amass enough wealth and you buy enough property and you build enough structures that as you get older, your family takes care of you instead of putting you in an old folks home because you still have value. That's the lost ways. They get taught, they get demonstrated, they get documented, and they get passed down. History is his story. You just have to build a good enough story that people want to still hear it. Then what should your kids be? Better than you. Because they watched what you did and you instilled hard work and effort and success and reward in them. They take it to the next level. Speaking of ETs, why does the government always speak? Because it's a distraction. What you need to ask yourself is, what do they want you to not look at currently at that time? Guys, I've got 5,000 videos of all kinds of shit on here, right? If you like the things I said on this video and you're curious what I'm about and you're not sure, go to this YouTube channel and just scroll through my shorts. You'll see hundreds of clips of our podcast talking about stuff like this. I make a video most mornings at 4:30 in the morning. Those are on Instagram and Facebook. Go listen to those. That's the shit. This is the shit I talk about on all of those videos. And we do several events a year where you can come out here and we'll have 50, 60 speakers out here, motivational speakers, business speakers, people that are the best in their industries. Joel Salatin, if you don't know that name, look him up. He's been on Rogan about a dozen times. Watch any of his videos on Joe Rogan. He was out here at our last event speaking. I speak, Nicole Sauce speaks, we have music, we have all kinds of demonstrations and blacksmithing and sawmill and wood processing and chicken processing. We do Self-Reliance Festival here. Come out and meet us. It's about a 5-day event. You don't have to come to all 5 days. We have medical classes. We've got communications and radio classes. We've got all kinds of shit. Randomly stumbled across your videos. I was scrolling and heard you talking about Trump, and I like the things you were saying. Man, are those furry costumes? I can tell you that you and I would align on 99%. Trust me. One day I'll say something you don't like, but at the end of the day, when it's over with, you're never going to wonder what I thought. You're always going to know what I actually believed. Somebody said, are they furry costumes? I collect oddities, medical devices. I got an autopsy table in there. I've got all kinds of surgical equipment and shit. That is probably a mascot from a school or a play, and that's a mall Easter bunny. I collect all kinds of costume heads and stuff, and then we put them on mannequins and shit. I've got all kinds of like old-time prosthetics and things upstairs. This building right here, you new guys, this building down here is 10,000 feet. My garage was full of cars, and then I put a gym in here. This is 4,000. And then that part inside is 6. And then I put a loft in here, which is my living room. I call it the museum, and it's 6,000 feet upstairs also. And then I've got a 2,000 square foot apartment on the other side there where I live. Yeah, I believe Donald Trump is the last hope for the country. I absolutely believe that. I've ate lunch on the autopsy table. Yeah, my employees, several of our girls eat lunch on the autopsy table every day. Just subscribe. Looking forward to supporting you while learning as much as I can. Big Rich, man. Ask questions. I'll give you my all. I believe wholeheartedly when we sit down and do our Q&A videos for members, I believe every fucking word of what I say. I'll demonstrate it. I will help you. I will give you access to my audience when you do something worth giving access. If I feel that you're really trying and you've got a product that you're developing that's really going to, and you've put your all into it, I'll give you access to everything I have. Well, we're not telling them that they're born in the wrong gender. You have less than 1% doing this, right? And if you actually talk to the people who have had gender reassignment surgeries, every one of them tells you it's the biggest mistake in the world. What you have is super liberal school teachers have co-opted the school system and been allowed to run rampant. If you went back just 10 years ago and you said this to some man's child, he would go in there and literally mop the fucking halls with you. There would be blood fucking everywhere. And we have sissified society. Kids don't get tackled anymore. We're so worried about anti-bullying that we don't simply teach kids, hey, punch that motherfucker in the mouth. There is no physical contact. Kids aren't even allowed to play cowboys and Indians anymore. But what you need to realize, they're really few and far between. While your kids might be exposed to them, you just need to tell your kids that that is wrong and head that shit off before they ever hear it, so they know it's bullshit when they hear it. If you had a teacher telling children in the kids' class that little boys can be girls and girls can be boys, and you had a couple kids just speak up and go, that's bullshit. My dad said that's bullshit. It only takes a small catalyst. That's why they come down so hard on people, right? That's why they're after all these January 6ers, because they want you to think twice. They make a big deal about it and ruin their lives and then publicize it. If you had a few kids in that class go, that's not true, most of the other kids would speak up also. And you as parents, it is your duty to go to those school board meetings. It is your duty to go to your county commissioner's offices meetings and know what the fuck's going on in your community. Nobody wants to be outspoken, right? But you have to be, especially today. I don't think anyone realizes here how much profit just one confused child. Yeah, big pharma is huge. Like like everybody wants to be invested in the stock market. Where should I invest in the stock market? On your gender reassignment bullshit? Well, I don't agree with that. No, but if you want to make money, you can make money or somebody else is going to make money. Take the profits and fucking use it against them then. For Self-Reliance Festival, is there somewhere close to camp? Yeah, we let you guys camp on the property here. Tent camp, hammock camp. If you want to come in, there's tons of places to Airbnb. There's all kinds of campgrounds, unimproved and improved. There's tons of campgrounds that have cabins. There's tons of places around here. If you come in with an RV, we've got several places where we can park your RV, not on my property. And then the gas station next door has got several acres also. And they do parking over there too. And you can car camp over there. Raising our children will be leader is key. Yep, absolutely. Grow up running around shooting. Yep, we did too, man, with BB guns all the time. NRA makes money from the death of little kids. That's horse shit. That's not true. And you know that, or you're just a complete idiot. If you took away suicides, from if we're talking handgun violence, take away suicides and take black on black violence away. Thirdly, take white on white violence, right? Mutual combat shit. It's all gang violence. It's horseshit. And what you said is fucking complete bullshit. And I'm not even an NRA member. It's not, huh? Panda Man. Somebody check out Panda Man's channel. Let's see how articulate his videos talking about gun violence are. Let's see what he's doing in his life here. The guns come from the guns sold by the NRA. The NRA doesn't sell guns, dipshit. And there's background checks on all those guns. All the guns out there, those are coming in from Mexico, all your criminal guns. I assume you're a black guy, right? You should check out my friend Kevin Dixie. Kevin Dixie. NOC. NOC Firearms on Instagram. You should go over and have a conversation with him. Yeah, the NRA. None of the gun owners like the NRA. You have no fucking idea what you're talking about. He has a SpongeBob video. Of course he does. If you don't love our gun rights, then get the hell out of America. Well, they are stolen. They're stolen. Tons of them are stolen. It doesn't matter. A lot of dumb people get their hands on guns, especially stolen guns, made guns, everything. It's not hard to put guns together. Yeah, the only thing that gun laws affect are legal people, right? Non-criminals. Your criminals still have guns. You don't need any gun control. It's already illegal to kill somebody. So if it was illegal to kill somebody, the gun laws don't matter. Yeah, Fast and Furious. Okay, so everybody knows Fast and Furious. What about the other 27 you don't know about? You only know Fast and Furious because they got caught, because it got busted out. Yeah, gun laws turn non-criminals into criminals. That's right. Gun, gold, alcohol. Yeah, buy them. Yeah, they all go up in price, man. What's the best investment? Bullets. Firearms. I bought my first SP89 for $600. I bought my second for $900. I bought my third for $1,100. I sold all three of them for $3,600. Those were all legal. Yeah, states where citizens are armed have way less crime, especially violent crime. And also in the firearm violence numbers, guess what else they include in those? Self-protection and justifiable homicide. When Boo Boo LaFufu breaks in some dude's house and he smokes that motherfucker, they count that in that fucking gun violence also. And when you hear school shootings, right? When you hear school gun violence, that includes dudes that commit suicide on the property. That includes shootings in self-defense. That includes anything. It includes all of it. When you hear shootings on school gun violence, that includes people that commit suicide in the parking lot on the weekend. That includes anybody that uses a firearm in self-defense and it actually includes, I believe, within 1,000 feet of a school gun-free zone, 1,000 feet of a school. Live in Chicago, North Side, which is supposed to be a good part of Chicago. Nobody understands how awful it is here. Yeah, get out, man. I left San Diego, man. When I say get out, I had to. We left. What's the difference between the FUPA XL and the crossbody XL? You mean the double wide crossbody? The FUPA XL, you go look at the videos, man. It's pretty self-explanatory. Footprint's about the same. The FUPA can be worn as a chest pack, a crossbody, or a fanny pack. And it has Velcro walls and it clamshells all the way open. The crossbody bag does none of those and can only be worn as a shoulder bag. Chirac, yeah. Felons should be able to own firearms. Felons don't forfeit their First Amendment. Well, you guys have God-given rights, and somehow like the Constitution, the amendments, that's to limit the government. That's not what you're not allowed to do. It's what they're not allowed to do to you. Kentucky is good, nothing to do, and meth heads only wildlife and fishing. We go to Kentucky quite a bit. Several people on this video live in Kentucky. Several of our friends. We go to Bowling Green. I love Louisville, whatever. We like Kentucky. We go into Murray. We go into Hazel quite a bit. I got out of Chicago 15 years ago. It's scary how much worse it is. Yeah, I bet. I still visit 2 to 3 times a year. Yeah, you don't realize how bad it is till you have freedom and have to go back. Don't come to Florida, alligators and the KKK. Yeah, not much. You have to really seek the KKK guys out. Can I order a covert pack without the pals or Velcro? Not right now. No, I'm not taking anything special right now. I'm from Hazard. Nothing here but hills, nothing to do but have fun. Man, yeah, we live in the middle of nowhere. We go into Nashville most weekends, or Jackson, or, we go into a major city every weekend, but we live in the middle of nowhere. If you got to my exit on the interstate, it's still another almost 40-minute car drive. America's racist. It's the true where's all the skinheads? All the racists are federal agents. Come on, man. I live where the KKK is supposed to be. I've never seen it. I've never fucking seen it once. I only hear the N-word from black guys. I don't hear white dudes say it. Man, I just don't care. Do what you guys want to do. I'm out of here. Check out some of our real videos. You might find that you like them. If you like this video, I do them every night at 9 o'clock. Every night. You'll see the same questions with the same over and over. I'm on Instagram, pretty active. Check that out if you want to. I'm the one that does all the DMs on there. I do most of the interaction comment stuff here on YouTube also. What the bro, I just got on the stream and you're talking about the KKK. Pull your nuts out of your asshole. And if you're that fragile, then fucking we're not the place for you. Or I'm about to end this video and you can go back and pay attention to it and you'll see that whatever you think it is, it's not what you thought it was. Adios, nerds. What's the closest grocery bag where you could buy highest quality food in state? Grocery store? I buy steak. I have 3 commercial freezers full of meat that we grew, or I knew the name of. We have a small place called Cash Saver in town here, where we actually have a butcher shop in there. So I buy ribeye all the time. And then we have, I shop at Sam's Club and Costco, which is, 90 minutes away. And then I shop at, we have a super Walmart also. And then I've got a dude that shops most days of the week. He shops on the way into work, and he cooks lunch here. No, we don't sell any guns, man. We sell nylon tactical gear right here. Where am I from? I'm born in Beaumont, Texas, grew up in San Diego, and I've been here in Tennessee for almost 20 years. Shop at the Blessing. We should all come, all you guys come into town and we'll just go sit at the Blessing box and video it. Ryan, easy dreams. I don't know about easy dreams. My goal is to work so much during the day that when my head hits the pillow, typically at midnight, my eyes close and I rapidly sleep. And I wake up at 4:30 in the morning and I walk outside in the freezing cold and make a video. And then I come in here, take some pre-workout, and I work out for about an hour and start my day. Do I like shine? Yeah, I like shine. We use moonshine for like medicinal purposes, making tinctures and stuff. I got some friends that have some big moonshine channels and stuff on TikTok and Instagram. I personally don't drink moonshine. I drink tequila. The specialist to keep research on the. I didn't see anybody say that. Never seen you before. What type of content do you make? Yeah, we make nylon tactical gear, man. We make everything in this building right here. I'm about to get off of here. If you go back and watch this video, I walk all around the factory and show you gear. If you go to this YouTube channel, you will see I have 5,000 videos. We do 5 or 6 series every week. I do 2 podcast vlogs a week. And I have a video that went up Saturday just about the difference between these 3 backpacks we make. This is the new one. I've been doing this 35 years. I have literally, guys, I've had 10 million hours of people watch my video. 10 million hours this month alone, the last 28 days. So if it's worth it for them to watch it, it might be worth it for you to check some of it out. Indonesia, right on, man, right on. Do Army helmet? No, we only do sewing. We have sewing machines. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to have a margarita. I'm going to check my emails. I'm going to look at my wife's fat tits, and I'm going to go to sleep. And what time is it? It's 12:48. I'm going to be asleep in about an hour. What's the main difference between the brown man and the coyote? Coyote is like a dog, coyote brown. Brown man is like dark coffee. New Zealand, right on, my man. Jet boats and bungee jumping. Kiwi birds. We had a party for 4th of July a couple years ago. But it wasn't on the 4th of July. It was actually that Saturday. And a bunch of New Zealand dudes took leave from the Army and came here for the party. But they were here 3 days early, which was kind of fucked. But they were cool to hang out with. Do you have a bomb? Bomb.com. Yeah, I drop one in my fucking wife every, I try to do it 3 times a day. I know that's not what your dumb ass is talking about. You should go get yourself some pussy. 8 million hours of watch timer from you. Well, thank you, my man. All right, guys, I'm out for real.